What's good, y'all? It's Timmy Lee Glean. I'm coming at you with another video. I know it's been a little while and a lot of my other videos have been sporadic in how I've been releasing. So this channel, I'm not approaching it like I'm not doing like I'm releasing a video every Monday and Wednesday or anything like that. I just want to just release videos whenever I feel. And of course it'll be with more consistency, but not a specific release date or anything like that of anything right now until I develop some sort of thing that I can consistently do on a weekly basis. But on this channel, this is my music channel, my artist channel, and as an artist I like to express, but I also like to create music. So I want to create more things that are centered around the arts creatively, and also just some short film ideas that I have and some skits that I have. I'm about to just do it all on here. So I started this YouTube channel in 2009, and when did I release my first video? Like 2010. But since then I've deleted all the videos that I've come out with over those years and started over when I switched my stage name from Timmy to Set Apart Timmy. I started over. When I gave my life to the Most High, I started over. One thing I learned about this life is that you're gonna always be starting over some things. The older that we get, the less that we start over in certain aspects of our lives. For example, when you get married, there is no starting over from that. Like that's the person that you're with and that's what you're doing. Sometimes people get divorced, and then you gotta start over. Some people become single parents, like me. Start over. We get to a point in our lives where we got to sit down and reflect and really understand where we are, inwardly, and where we are mentally, where we are spiritually. Take a good assessment of yourself. All of us should do that. When you properly assess yourself, and then you can see the holes in your life and what you need to fill those things up with, you start to figure it out a bit more. It's so important for us to look inwardly instead of looking at others more than ourselves. Looking at our mindset, looking at how we react to things, looking at how we feel about certain things, how certain things make us feel. And as I'm looking at my life and I'm realizing there's some things that need to change inwardly, but one of the most important things about changing things inwardly is we got to change things outwardly as well. It's so vital for us to look at the parts of our lives that aren't serving us, things that don't serve us anymore, things that don't help us or don't assist us. The number one thing is when you're starting over, you have to look at what you need to take out of your life. You have to understand what it is that you need to get rid of, rather it's things around you or rather it's things in you. And if there's things in you, then what are the things outside of you that bring those things in you out? Ultimately, we have to deal with our problems. We have to deal with our traumas. We have to come to terms with these things. So I'm in this process now where I'm ready to give it all up. I mean, everything. Just give it all up and follow him. Yahushua says, if you can't give up everything for me, then follow me. If you can't, it says hate, but of course meaning that we don't love others more than Christ. We don't love others more than the Most High. But he says if you can't hate your mother, brother, cousin, whatever, you're not worthy of being his disciple. If you can't forsake all and follow after him, then how are you even going to be able to gain more in the kingdom if you're still holding on to things in this life? That's one of my biggest problems, and I've been looking at myself lately. Like, man, all the responsibilities that I have, just everything that's in front of me, everything that I face in life daily, my loved ones, my children that I live with. I'm a single parent, as you know. So many other things that, I could point out. The number one thing I got to point out is that the Most High is in control, but as far as him giving us the free will to make decisions, he's given us the free will and the strength to have volition, to have our own decision-making processor where we can do what we're moved to do, led to do, or feel like doing. I'm at the crossroads where I'm at the I don't feel like it, but I know I have to. And I'm striving to have a better attitude about the things that I don't feel like doing. You gotta be honest with yourself. What do you want to do and what don't you want to do? And there's some things that we don't feel like doing that we have to do. And there's some things that we don't feel like doing that we really don't have to do, and we just hold on to these things. A part of starting over is me not being a yes man anymore, and sometimes I gotta say no. You know, when we start over, you gotta break everything down. All your relationships, your friendships, confidants, co-workers, comrades, whoever. You gotta really look at the rest of your life and be like, are these the friends that will be with me, you know, all the way until we're in our 30s, 40s, 50s? Is this somebody that I can marry and have children with and raise a family with and build a legacy with? Whatever that is. Is this a career field that I like ideally? And if not, then I'm still gonna work here, but I'm gonna work twice as hard as something else. Some people, they sacrifice their lives, and you get to a point where, okay, you know, I'm cool on this life, and I'm not gonna do it anymore. And I wanna focus on my family. My father did that with me. He's a very talented musician, and you know, God rest his soul. When he died, I felt like I had to live on, you know, his stuff. You know, so putting that on my shoulders, I realized like, nah, I'm my own man and I gotta walk my own life. And even if he did music and was super duper at it, and I do music, and I wouldn't say that I was on his level overall musically. I'm my own person and very creative in my own sense in ways that he wasn't. I could do things musically that he couldn't do, or that he never really tried to do. I'm not saying he couldn't do it, but you know, it's a new time. And I look at it like it's my time to really get to it. In order to get to it, I have to step back and really look at things in my life and be like, what's distracting me? What's holding me back? What's hurting me? What's harming me? And one of the number one things that I would say is that I wasn't in the Word as much as I should have been, and I wasn't in prayer as much as I should have been. And that's something that, you know, I want to strive to get better at, and not for no like, hey, look, God, this is me. Like, no, once you start walking with the Most High, the most important thing in your life is your relationship with the Most High. When you got tasks, and like I started journaling, and I started doing organizing and organizing and scheduling and having my schedule, having a book where I have like all my goals written out, and then the months that I break it down, and then I break it down by the weeks, and then I break it down by the days. Not sponsored by Mind Journal, but it is actually very great for productivity. But for myself, it was hard for me to have an organized life. Now, when I started to center my life more around that, it started to be centered less around the Most High and His plans, because I'm planning everything. See, it's important to plan, but it's more important to allow the Most High to lead you in those plans. And even if you do plan things, as it says, I forgot where it says it at. Was it Proverbs chapter 3, where it says that, you know, a man's heart devises the plans, but, you know, Yah guides our steps. So the Most High guides our steps in everything, even if we're planning, even if we're executing. He's going to guide our steps. So if we're doing the wrong thing, He's going to lead us away from it. I'm learning there's no problem in planning. There's no problem in even executing those plans. It's the problem when I start putting plans in execution for tasks and goals over executing for the will of the Father. And that's my number one thing that I desire to do now. And you know, in this period of starting over, like I said, I'm gonna sporadically release videos. There's no specific day, there's no time. I don't have no series coming out. I don't have any talking points, really. A lot of my talking points is gonna be just real life, honestly. I'm a man that walks with the Most High, but also, you know, I'm a human, and I want to speak to you in a human, in a humanly way. I have a channel where I speak about biblical topics and biblical principles, morals. Going to get deeper into Bible studies, you know, messages every Saturday. So every Saturday, I will start this on my YouTube channel, Will of Yah Ministries. It's a ministry page that I started, the Will of Yah, just to really get to, you know, what the Most High has given me revelation on and things that I desire to speak. There's a lot that I spoke on this channel, but once again, I'm stepping away from that format. But I would not step away from the principles of the Most High to create skits, you know, around topics that, you know, can align with the Bible and the Most High, and just really just be myself. I feel like in a lot of these videos, I feel like I've been extremely serious. I don't know, when you're not showing personality, like I'm literally just getting on these videos and talking every week, but I'm not showing y'all no personality. I'm not showing y'all who I really am. You're not getting that. So that's what I hope the vlogs can do, and in hopes that, I can connect with you as the viewer, and that you can connect with me as you come on my page and really listen to this stuff. But I just want to give a word of advice after all that is, there might be something in your life. There might be something that you're facing right now. There might be things that you're facing. When you look at why you're facing these things, you can point right back to the decisions that you made to get you here. It's important that we don't beat ourselves up for what we've done. But what you can do today is start over. It's a lot easier than people will make it seem. Some people think you got to go through hula hoops and fiery hoops and stuff like that for you to be reconciled from the things that you've done and the mess ups that you've done. Some people's problem, and why they don't succeed is they hang too much on the failures. They sit down and meditate too much on what they done wrong instead of what they done right. And just maybe there's a better process that you need to go about it. Maybe you just need to do this, or maybe you need to do that. Maybe you need to do this differently. Maybe you need to do that differently. That's the importance of starting over. See, sometimes we have to admit defeat. Not to say we give up, but we surrender. We throw the surrender flag and we put this down, and sometimes we have to leave things. Sometimes we have to dismantle things. Sometimes we gotta say, forget this. This isn't where my heart is. This isn't where I'm even led by the Spirit. I gotta put that down. I gotta stop. And if you have to start over, start over. It's better to start over now than to start over 20 years from now. And when I'm saying this, I am not talking about nobody's marriage. Don't think that I'm saying I'm not saying nothing about nobody's marriage. If you married, you ain't starting over. You're married. But what I'm saying is, if there's other aspects of your life that that, hey, maybe I need to reassess, maybe I need to come back to this, or maybe I need to take a step back and really look. And when you start to realize these things and start to see these things, you realize like, oh, now I know what I could do here. Maybe I need some new friends or a new circle. Maybe I need to stop going to these places. Maybe I need to stop talking to these people. Maybe I need to delete these people off my timeline. Maybe I need to delete this as a whole. Ultimately, if you want change, you got to be the change. It's easier to say that than to do it. But ultimately, when you are changing things in your life, you are the change. When you start to change the people you hang out with, you start to change your eating habits and your exercise habits. People changed what they do. People change their study habits. People change the books that they read. People change, like I said, the friends that they go to. Some people might go to a church that don't really preach the word. So they might say, hey, I want to change churches because I want to go to a church that preaches the word. It's up to you to change. And like I said, I want to make this as very interactive as possible. And I want to make this very relatable as possible. You're on this journey with me, right? I'm on this journey. You're on this journey. Let's just say we're on this journey together. And if you like, you can continue this journey with me and me with you. If you're not walking with the Most High, of course, we're not on the same journey. We're on different journeys. Not to say we're not humans. We're on this human journey. With me starting over, I have to stand firm on the faith that I walk in. And it's very important for me to do this because I have to give the Most High glory in all things. And even in this YouTube channel where I'm not preaching a word or preaching a sermon or preaching or doing Bible studies on here anymore, but I want you to know who I walk with. I want you to know who I serve. I want you to know who I'm striving to become more and more like, and that's Yahushua HaMashiach. Most people call him Jesus Christ. That is the one right there that I follow. And if you follow him, then let's just follow him together. I know that I call myself an Israelite, and you might call yourself a Christian. I'm less so about the titles. I'm more so about, are you living a life glorifying the Most High, following after Christ? And are you living set apart, a life led by the Spirit? That's pretty much it. Besides that, I call myself an Israelite. That's me. So you know that. And if you don't know that, now you know that. And if you do know that and you had some second thoughts about my heart or anything like that, just know that I'm not like other people. And I will hope that if you're on this channel, you're not like other people as well. I just want to say thank you for watching. I want to thank everybody that subscribed to the channel thus far, all the new subscribers and all the people that's commented on my videos. Just know that it's not just a blessing for you, but it's a blessing for me, especially to know that these things are reaching people. So if something that I said sparked something in you, you can share it with somebody. Share, like, comment, subscribe. Once again, I'm gonna say this once again, comment. I'm a human. I definitely interact with everybody that comments, even the hecklers. But yeah, I want to really get back to it. So I got some new music that I'm creating. I got some visuals that I'm striving to do, and I'm just ready to do it. So this is my part of starting over, and I hope that you do your part in starting over as well. And like I said, we can start over together. But this is a journey. We're all on it. One day we gonna die, and we are going to be with our Heavenly Father either, or others will be in the lake of fire or on their way to the lake of fire. What side will we choose in the end of this? And I know what side I'm choosing. Even through my slips, stumbles, mistakes, and all the times that I sinned against the Most High, I'm gonna choose him every time. Whoever you are that's watching this, whether you're subscribed or not subscribed, I just hope that, just the rest of this year, I know it's an interesting time. I don't celebrate these holidays, but I pray that it's full of love, it's full of family, it's full of joy. Yeah, just be blessed. Just be blessed in this season. Yeah, I ain't got too much more to say. Like I said, I got a lot more videos. I got a notebook full of topics that I'm about to spit, but I look forward to whatever else is moving forward, whatever else I decide to do. I look forward to hearing about your lives, your testimonies, and just, the things that you have to share with me, just as much as I'm going to share with you. I'm not going to be telling all my business, but I will definitely share a lot of things about myself. We're humans, and this is a great way for us humans to interact over the internet, over miles and miles away, is to connect in this way. And I've connected with so many other people, and I've been blessed by so many other people, and now I'm ready to do the same thing. I'm ready to actually be myself. Not to say I wasn't myself in my previous videos, but I want you to see more of me. Like I'm just this serious, this deep talking young dude. Like, nah, man, it's a whole lot more to my life. It's a whole lot more to it. So look forward to new vlogs coming. Look forward to new skits coming. Look forward to new music coming. And also my ministry page at Willie Yacht Ministries, as it will be in the bio. I have lots of topics, controversy to speak about in the body of Christ, and also just in the world and the events that are happening, Bible scriptures, prophecy. It's a lot of things that I really want to speak about, and that I am speaking about. That's why I split into 2 YouTube channels. As a ministry page makes sense for all that, and this page for real life, and just get a feel for a single father, entrepreneuring, YouTubing. If you're blessed by this video, I would suggest that you watch these other ones, and hope that this practical advice blesses you, and may the Most High be with you in Yahushua's name. Be blessed.